So yeah, let's talk about what's been going on with my life and be productive. To start this video, I have to say that I own 10 minutes that I wasted watching YouTube videos that I should have been using for creating art. So creating this video without a timer is the only way I'm going to compensate that time. So yeah, here I am. Welcome once more to the YouTube channel of Dr. Kid, aka Astro Kid. That means me. And who am I? If you are new to the channel, I'm Astro Kid or Dr. Kid. That's my art name, and I am a painter, illustrator, philosopher, and art enthusiast in general. I'm from Mexico and I speak 3 languages: Spanish, English, and German. Hallo, guten Tag, wie geht's dir? Ich bin gut, und dir? And this channel has been inactive quite a lot because I'm always trying to figuring out the next big dopamine rush, the next big thing I need to do in order to move the needle, and maybe that's what we are going to talk about in this video. This is a tutorial on what an artist can do in order to move the needle of progress and advance in its work and be able to monetize its skills to make a living out there in the world. And well, I'm just going to make it really quick for you to understand. You need business skills. You need to learn how to sell, specifically how to sell on the phone, door to door, how to do cold calling, how to do cold emails, how to do marketing, how to do paid advertising, for example in Google or Facebook ads. And that alone will take you 3 years, brother. If you really want to learn the ins and outs of sales funnels, e-commerce, how to drive traffic, what is ROI, what is ROAS, how to turn traffic into sales, how to sell, how to find clients, that's it. But the reality in this world is that most people's lives are really unpredictable and weird. Like, life is different for everyone, so that's the main reason you have to know why there's so little known and famous artists right now. Society doesn't reward creativity necessarily or art unless it's a big Hollywood movie or a big something. Like small creators, small indie artists. I've been talking about this quite a lot the past few months, that creativity is not rewarded in modern society at all, and conformism, utilitarianism, profit, and social media trends are the only thing that are rewarded. Back in the day, there were artists like Picasso, Monet, Dali, Da Vinci, right? Van Gogh. Francis Bacon, right? Um, Even Andy Warhol was an artist back then who was able to reach the mainstream. What painter, what illustrator that has reached mainstream fame other than artists of the past decade, like Murakami or Kunz or Hirst. Those are the only ones that in this era have reached mainstream success. So that's mainly it. Like there's not a single artist today that has reached mainstream success, and I think that's because artists back then realized what art was going to turn, right? In what art was going to turn. And that was just a big money laundering scheme, right? A big money laundering scheme, and that's it. So, like floor sweepers, balloons, anything that you could put a price tag on start becoming expensive, and even Damien Hirst realized that the only way to become mainstream in today's world was to put the dead body of a shark or a cow inside a glass container and let people watch that spectacle. So it will get media cover, reach the news, even cause some little scandal. Artists a decade ago realized that the only way that an artist will become famous in the modern world, because back then was not the modern world, we are now living in the modern world, was to make scandalous art, manipulate the media, and so reach the mainstream the most strategic way possible, because otherwise you are going to be left in the unknown. Even if you get good money, even if you earn good money, that doesn't mean you are a recognized famous painter, illustrator, musician, and so on. But you can still make a lot of money. Like, that's facts. And so, well, I think I just want to grab this video, this insightful video about art, about how to make a living of art, how to make it in the real world. Don't try to be that, because you are just aspiring to be a statistic among millions and millions of humans with the same exact goal than you. Like, you could argue that back then it was more balanced, and it was just thousands of people competing for the same position, because there was not a globalization problem, mass population problem. It was different. It was just different back then. So in that sense, right, in that sense, well, back then there was less people trying to gain recognition, be in the spotlight, and achieve similar goals than you, similar or look-alike goals and aspirations than you. Today, globalization has reached a point that you are not competing with your local peers in your local town among the positions that are available there. You are competing with the whole world for the positions that are virtually, digitally open online everywhere in the world, and you are just one in millions. So don't try to be famous, just try to make a bag, try to make money, try to get a lot of money so you can invest in your art, and every profit you reinvest in your art business will let you grow. But that growth is not now conditioned by you being famous. Being famous in this death internet theory world, in this really global connected world, is an statistical probability, and it's proved by the system itself, the regulations within that system, the opportunities that are given to each and every individual within that system. And so it's something that, in more or less the sense that we are talking, is rigged. It's something rigged, it's something reestablished, that some people are going to get the connections and the leverage they need in order to get in a position of power and recognition as soon as they can. So that's why there are a lot of people that are 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, and are already millionaires or famous, because it's just a statistical probability, and there's nothing you can do because they are just one in a million, in between millions, one in between millions. But on the bright side, business is here to stay, e-commerce is here to stay, and all the digital marketing business tools that are available to entrepreneurs and business owners are available for artists too. So artists can also create a business around their art. But it's more complex than that, because the socioeconomics, the anthropology, the sociology of all the human development until this point is not as easy to explain, and depending on the country that you are, is a lot more complex. So art is now somewhat of a luxury, and being famous is not only luxury, but is actually something mythical and something magical to achieve because of how rare it's going to be. But that's just food for thought. That's just the video to reach the quota of creativity I had for today. And so, see you in the next video.